Hey there everyone, this is Slifer, going back to my playthrough of Etrian Odyssey 3. Today we are going to beat up the ghost ship and do more of the third stratum. And basically, what's going to go on is that we're going to face ghost ship and do the rest it's like I just said that or something. Anyways, I'm going to drop by, get the main team, and everything's going to be okay. This narration is coming in post. The back end of this episode is going to be live commentary, but for now this little section is in post because I mixed up a lot of facts and things got disorganized, and it was becoming really hard to figure out what I wanted to keep and what I didn't want to keep. So I decided to scrap it and do it again because I can do that. There are Tortuga has three sets of characters you can choose. I recommend the Joel branch in most cases. Treasure Island is the most useful otherwise, and the third one's kind of just why are you here. And that's basically them. Meeting Deserte and Toma in the second option is also very nice because you meet them a lot in the bar. Anyways, I'm going to go with standard 3 front, 1 back. I kind of messed it up in the front, but of course, it's a thing, so here we are. I'm going to make a lot of mistakes during this fight because I hadn't faced him in a while, and now that I've faced him like 15 times after this entire recording was over, it's like, yeah, I know how to face this guy. But, for now, just know a few things. A, guard tactic is a good decision. B, charge tactic is a good decision. C, do not use hellfire. This guy resists fire and is not really hurt by it. However, if you have absolute zero, then launch all of that. I don't think you can have absolute zero at this point, though. Meet the ghost ship. He has a decent amount of health. He's weak to ice. He resists fire. I don't remember if he has any resistances or weaknesses to bolt. I don't think he does. And he has about 7 attacks. He has a fire party attack that can be stopped by anti-fire completely. He has an attack that will lower your party's fire resistance. It's a pierce attack, party pierce attack that lowers your fire resistance. He has a rest mine, which lowers everybody's evasion and leg binds. He has... oh man. He has a thunder attack that hits one person really hard, can be stopped by anti-thunder. And he has Barracuda, which is it's like a tornado-based attack where essentially it hits the center target hard and then it hits the other 2 targets less as hard. I think that about wraps that up. He has a set pattern up to about turn 10 and then he randomizes, or he will also randomize if he gets below half health. So there you go. That's basically him. I think that's how he works. He might be completely set in stone until he gets to half health, I don't know. Having defense is very important during this fight, especially if you have 2 characters who forgot to put on their armor like I do. So, yeah, if you brought armor, you can be a little bit lighter on it. I recommend guard order or guard tactic. Having one of those is going to make your life on this fight a lot easier. Having ice stacks is also going to make this fight go by a lot faster, so if you can keep your ice damage dealers alive, then I highly recommend that. Also, evasion is great. Basically, Zara, I think earlier, dodged a bullet because she was low in health, and if she had gotten hit by another fire party attacking. I'm sure these attacks have very specific names, but I can't be bothered to remember them. I believe it's like oil cannon, flame shots, arrest mine, barracuda. I don't, you know, ship names like cannons and boom and explosions and, you know, ship warfare. It's not that hard. My strategy for the fight is Ethic Charge Ice Star all the way. It takes 3 Ethic Charged Ice Stars from 2 Zodiacs in order to down this guy in 7 turns, which is basically, I just spoiled how this fight's going to end, but that's how it works. If you bring Kaze with you, he or she will occasionally leg bind the enemies, which makes things much easier because it means your Ice Stars won't miss once he buffs his evasion on the 5th turn, which he's always going to do. By the way, he always increases his evasion every 5th turn. That's amazing. He does not increase his evasion in the 1st turn, though, so that's a good thing. So he's not exactly like Kitos, but he does inherit a lot of Kitos' very annoying characteristics. But mostly, all you have to do is out-heal the damage this guy does and block it off as best you can. You should be okay. It might turn out to be a battle of attrition. If it turns out to be a battle of attrition, you may need Amritas, so make sure you have stuff. If you have an Arbalist, or a Gladiator, or people who can easily deal damage to this guy, he shouldn't be too bad. I do like the artwork made for Ghost Ship. He looks very, very weird, and very, very Ghost Ship-like. He also almost looks like well, his thing makes him look so weird. Basically, it's a fun. I think this is one of the funner bosses in the game. He has a conditional drop that only, well, I say conditional, let's call it rare. He has a rare drop that drops about 10% of the time. Of course, you can increase it with Waste Not. And that's about all there is to him. For beating him, the first time you get a limit skill called Aegis Defense, which will protect your party from physical damage for that turn, but otherwise, not much to it. Here, have a montage of me killing this guy 14 more times. Finally, only took like 13 tries? Let me check. Took about an hour. Let's see here. That's a lot of ghost kills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Plus the one we did originally, so that's 14. Took 15 runs to get the naval ram. That is ridiculous. I don't want to do that again. Okay, now I did a little bit of money farming, and we're ready to purchase our Jolly Roger at the glorious discount, because I can't be bothered to farm more. So, Rapier's Jolly Roger. It's my choice to give this to either Gandra, who would gain an insane amount of attack, or to Ryan, who would also gain an insane amount of attack. So it's up to me to decide who needs this. And 2 TP and 2 luck would really benefit either of them. So I could give it to either of them and they'd essentially have the same effect because they have around the same strength and the Jolly Roger gives it the same power, and basically the winner is probably going to again. Man, I hate being indecisive. We can break the game with Ryan's pincushions using the Jolly Roger, or we can try not to break the game, give it to Gandra, and still end up breaking the game because the Jolly Roger is that good. Yeah. So, all of the above. I think I'll give it to Gandra. We'll change our minds if need be. I mean, it's not like we're permanently attached to that thing anyway, so, actually, I just sold her other means of attacking, so yeah, we'll just give it to her. Let's also grab some nectars. I need to farm some anwar fruits off screen, that's awesome, good to know. Looks like we're only gonna live on 1 therapy. Now, for me, this recording has gone on for an hour and 30 minutes. For you, it's gone for maybe 7. So, yeah, we're going to finish the rest of this floor today. So, let's go over to here and begin on that. Alright, so everybody's, well, barely changed. All that happened is we got a Jolly Roger, which took forever, and Gandra is higher leveled and still has not gotten her subclass. I think many of you recommended N, or not N, B. Yeah, many of you recommended B as a good choice. And I'm on the verge of agreeing. I'm gonna get Call Elephant higher, and nobody else leveled. Well, Zara leveled and got Fire Prophecy, I showed you that. And I'll also show you a few applications of that. But for now, we're going to go ahead and take the more pansy route and go up north. I said this shortcut up here was pretty much worthless. I lied. It's actually very useful for ignoring a big chunk called Stegosaurus. There's this huge line down here, and you're gonna run into fights while coming up here. And if you go straight north, you actually run into less fights, so it's more profitable in the end. So I guess that shortcut does have its uses. Triple Dragon Egg set. Okay, so we already know what we're gonna do here. Attack order, Darkness Fist. Ryan is just going to get something really hard. Well, not really, because he's... Ryan, you're in the wrong row. Epic Charge for the Binary Fire, and I guess we won't call anything. So let's get that started. The one on the left got missed, that means we need to focus attacks over there. And here is, I'm about to show you the potency of the Jolly Roger. So, here, this is what Jolly Roger does, 184 damage, just, Yeah. That's more damage than an Etheric Charge Binary Fire. But to be fair, Binary Fire is kind of weak, but it hits everything, so that's the point. But, you know, it's like, really, no matter who I give this Jolly Roger to, it's going to be a broken thing. And I think it's better that I give it to her than Ryan anyway. If I wanted to, I could farm for a second. Good luck with that. 15 fights to get the first one. I don't think so. Nice try. Farming the Jolly Roger. I think I did farm Jolly Roger twice in my previous OP, but this time around I'm like, no, I don't think so. Ay. Don't want to spend another hour searching for that one item. It's a good game-breaking item, and I think it's worth farming for, but only once. If at all. If you don't, I mean, if you want to break the game, or if you're having a lot of trouble, farm for the Jolly Roger, good idea. Good idea. But if you're not willing to break the game, and or you don't, or you're not running into a lot of trouble, don't bother with it. It's not worth it. It gives a lot of attack, and it costs 19,000, but, I mean, it's a good thing. Like, the Jolly Roger, if the Jolly Roger did not exist, I don't know what I would be doing with half of my LP in the previous game. Like, really, the Jolly Roger is such a good thing. And this episode is dedicated to the Jolly Roger, because the Jolly Roger is a good weapon and you should use it. You know, that kind of deal. It's a shame that in order to get it is completely is almost entirely luck-based, unless you, or you could actually, I guess it could be something I guess it could be something that's worth using your formaldehyde on. So if you think the same, you might be if you don't want to deal with the luck involved, go ahead and use one of your formaldehydes on it. Totally worth it. Other than that, basically Jolly Roger is Jolly Roger, and yeah, shit's broken, yo. And with the Jolly Roger, we can kill the Lynx much more easily. So that's another thing. Darkness Fist only did 80 instead of 100 because I didn't, you know, do the thing where I set up the attack order, because that's dumb. Who does that? Yeah, at this point, we're better off using Fire Strike twice. Oh my god, Jolly Roger. Oh my god, Jolly Roger. God damn it. But you can get what I'm getting at. Like, the Jolly Roger is a really good weapon. Use it. Get it. It's worth it. I think I'm gonna stop talking about the Jolly Roger, because I'm pretty sure that's all I've been talking about for the past 2 minutes. Okay, now this little section of the labyrinth is important, and the reason I have not picked up the quest involving this little section of the labyrinth is because I want to walk all over it so that I know how far the FOEs are from their destination, and I know how much I need to haul ass in order to reach. So, you know, that's important stuff. Actually, a little bit more on subclassing for Gandra. Yeah, B seems like a really good choice because I could give her Pincushion, and because she already uses rapiers the majority of her life, that makes a lot of sense. It's a little bit skill point intrusive, but like, basically, after Gandra gets all of her things, she's not going to get much anyway, so Pincushion may as well be there. Basically, all Gandra has left to get is Protect Order, but, not really. Prevent Orders are already at 1. Anahilo needs to be at 1, so we get that to 1 now, so I don't have to worry about that later. And basically, the rest of the points are going into Attack and Guard Order. We're gonna subclass her in a while. I'm still a little bit on the edge about that, but I think I am starting to lean towards Buccaneer now that you guys have recommended it. But for now, I'm going to continue focusing on the Attack and Guard Order, because that's too useful to pass up. Madame Nizushi Flame set. Go ahead and set up the attack orders. Throw a Darkness Fist into the Abyss. Attack Ice Star. And I would say Elephant, and I think I'm going to... Well, I forgot to put the point in Dismiss Beast because I'm dumb. I would totally use it if I had Dismiss Beast, but I keep forgetting to get Dismiss Beast, so they keep kind of coming up like, hey, maybe I should use Dismiss Beast on this. Yeah, you should. You should remember to actually get Dismiss Beast, you chum. Chum is not an insult, I don't know why I use that word in that such a way, but, you know. Does she still have a skill point I can use in order to rectify that mistake? No, she doesn't. Is she close? No, that's gonna bug me for a while. I And I'll put it simple. Basically what Dismissed Beast does is it reduces the cost of all of your summons to the amount of Dismissed Beast, as long as you remember to actually use Dismissed Beast. And that's actually really useful in stratums like this, where having the elephant out, inflicting confusion, and then getting it back is like the best thing ever. Think of it like a party attack that inflicts confusion, and that's basically what Call Elephant is. I mean, Call Elephant will eventually get some attack powerless later, but like, right now, like, Dismissed Beast would be the best thing ever, and I keep forgetting— Ah! Sorry. Oh, I actually I should have remembered that was there, and I totally didn't. Man. Okay, I guess there's nobody to blame there but me. That goes around, that goes around. That way is, in general, is the exit. This is an FOE puzzle, by the way, in case you couldn't tell. That's a 4-way intersection. This comes down into an item point that we can't abuse, because we don't have anyone with Harvestry. This is back where the FOE was. We don't care about this spot. Basically, we're just going to cut through this intersection that this guy was in. And I'm pretty sure this is a take point. Flamelink's Dragon Egg set. Okay, we don't actually have to do that much this time. In fact, I'm pretty sure with the Jolly Roger, we can technically just all-star this by just using regular attacks. Because the Jolly Roger is that good. Let's see, 94, 33, 36. But yep, we can all-star that using normal attacks now. Good. Glad. Oh man. Wait, is that a dead end? But it didn't look like a dead end from over— Okay. See, this is what I was talking about. Like, this stratum gets really confusing. Also, I totally mucked this up and I have to reset the puzzle. And by reset the puzzle, I mean just go back topside, attract his attention for a little bit, and get on with my life. Okay. Now that I can stop mucking this up, we can get back in front of this guy, who spawns, like, all the way down here. And that goes off where we want to go. That goes around that corner. So we can step here. Okay, now this is where Darkness Fist is going to be a necessity. We're going to go ahead and set up the attack order, break out the Darkness Fist. Pincushion is not that necessary. Ice Star and I want to say Elephant, but all that's going to be left after this is Eggshell, so not that worried about it. Darkness Fist will have us covered mostly. Then we break the eggs one at a time. Using Firestar to accelerate, and after an attack order, Gander does even more damage. So leveling up attack order was a good idea. We'll continue doing that, because attack order is only going to get better. Ryan to level 19. So Ryan, do you want your second level in Pincushion yet? Considering we can only use it twice anyway. I'm gonna go with yes. We'll go ahead and give him a second level in Pincushion. Let's see. The thing about Pincushion is that while increasing its base well, yeah, I guess it always makes it better, but the agility portion is usually the part about it that makes it the best. Eventually we're gonna get to book farming, and that's an entire different monster, so... Oh yes, in the previous episode, I made a mapping mistake, and obviously that needs to be rectified. Here's hoping I don't accidentally lose my audio because the game's a jerk. Or rather, my recording software is a jerk. Hang on. Okay, yeah, that was a straight passageway. Okay, I have to make sure. Sometimes I'm very forgetful. Okay, this loops around like so. It's going to take us back to this shortcut, and another place with a dead end. This time we got blindsided by this, which means we need to step up the metal, and because we're so close to the end, we may as well use Pincushion. So, Attack Order, Darkness Fist, Pincushion, Ice Star, all insects, this rock. No insect missed, that's great. Would have been great if Call Insect hit, but it didn't. which we're not going to complain about. And once again, I don't have this Miss Beast to make this a very cost-effective thing to be. I'm just gonna keep hurting myself on the fact that I don't have this Miss Beast yet until I get it. I'll get this Miss Beast, I swear. What was this again? This wasn't a rock slide. I think this was a pick a hole and get something out of it? Water. Oh yeah, you can attempt to look around. One is a small hole in the mossy feet, another upwards inside a crack above the wall. The water is below you in the crack, or the small hole, pardon me. Basically, you will be able to get that healing event no matter what. If you pick the other two options, they're just going to do a few things, and basically they'll either hurt themselves a little bit or will get, but it usually you get to 50 HP. Anyways, that's it for this floor. And as such for this episode, so... Alright, so hey there, well, hang on, we gotta sell all the stuff. Main claws, not giving us any nothing, awesome. Right, so I'm gonna farm for Therica B drops off screen and stuff. But hey there everyone, this has been Life Freak. As always, thank you for watching. Next time, we're going to beat 10th floor and the Pierre quest. I'm gonna see you guys then.